Sanders wants to give me a ride on the back of his lawnmower, and I'm on his homemade trailer.
I didn't make it, Ethan did.
Oh, Ethan made this trailer. Okay, so he's gonna bring me across the road so we can look at his rabbits. Hey! Well, that didn't work. How's that supposed to work?
Must not have been hooked up.
Let's not.
It's okay. That's how slow it goes.
Might need to go a little faster.
That's how fast it goes.
Okay. Okay. Alright, we get to see the bunnies. They have their eyes open now. What? 2 of them do?
This one does.
He does?
Yeah, he did.
That's the little brown one? Brown and white?
You little kitty. See, he's got his eyes open. That's it.
Mama, aww.
I
Good
think
mama.
this one does.
Oh yeah. He looks like his mama.
No, he looks like his daddy.
Oh, daddy?
Dad.
There's your little eyes.
This one doesn't have his eyes open.
No?
He's a soft
Give it
one.
another day, baby.
He's very chubby.
Yeah, the fat one? Peeps, they want back in their warm bed.
And then you just put them up here. Oh, that one's so fat. Alright, there you go.
So it's time to give the chicken coop its fall cleaning. I'm gonna spread this in the garden, rototill this in, and get some fresh shavings in here, make it smell a little fresher. It's a little bit dusty too, so that's what I'm gonna work at. So this area of the garden is where I had my green beans, or some of them. I've pulled them all up. This is the mound that I pulled up, and you can see that there's weeds growing. There was volunteer tomatoes over here, so they're everywhere. And I'm gonna put the chicken manure here and then rototill this in, and yeah, hopefully it'll look a little nicer the next time you see it. Okay, got that finished. I put the chicken compost down, and then I just tilled that in. I left my flowers, or at least some of them. These zinnias are my favorite color right here. And then this is coxcomb, and this is just a huge flower, and it's been like this for several weeks. Very sturdy. I brought one of them in the house. It's got little ones off the side, but the stem on this thing is huge. I love these. I love that color. This is just such a pretty color. The rest of these, I just let them go. They're still flowering a little bit, so I'll take care of them later. Then over here, that's all my tomatoes yet. Pretty much done with tomatoes. I'm still dehydrating some. If you can see this is a huge tomato. There's a lot of tomatoes on these plants yet that I will probably If I have enough jars, that's my issue right now is jars. If I have enough jars, I will do some more pasta sauce or something. Otherwise, I'll keep dehydrating. And then I have peppers here. These tomatoes are pretty much done. I could probably get rid of this area. I'm getting some wood shavings for the chicken coop. And while that's close to the heifers here, well, the bull there, he doesn't seem to be too fond of me. Started talking. Good thing I don't go in his pen. So I'm in the hay bind today. This is the field that we had rye in this spring, where we combined the rye and baled the rye straw. And then after we took off the straw, we came in and no-tilled some ryegrass, annual ryegrass. And so that's what's planted in here, annual ryegrass and the volunteer rye that just comes up, came out of the back of the combine and just starts growing. And so we decided we're gonna mow it, since we still have to do some of our last cut in hay. We decided to come in and mow this as well. And so yeah, this is a cover crop. The only cover crop we use is either cereal rye or the annual ryegrass. And then we'll harvest that off in the spring. And yeah, so we're making hay. Here's another look at it. Over there, that is also rye, but that was planted later after we took off some corn silage, so that's not nearly as tall as this is. And so that's just going to grow up until spring, and then we'll harvest it in the spring. Hey everyone, we're back in the field. This time we are not with corn. We're chopping off some ryegrass. There's the ryegrass. We merged 3 windrows together, and we're just about finished actually. There's 4 more windrows to go, and we will be done with this field. This is the only field that we mowed so far, only because there's a threat of rain, and we didn't want to get everything mowed down and not be able to get it all off. So we're just doing this today, and when the forecast clears back up, we'll mow the rest of our hay down. Today we are going to hopefully finish the last of 2020's harvest. Well, actually, ooh, there's a spider. Actually, we're going to be doing our haylage, the last of what we have to do. Hopefully get it all off this afternoon. There is a line of rain west of us and it's heading our way, so hopefully it stays west of us until we're finished with this harvest. I have to get to the field because the guys are waiting. Ethan right now is merging, so Kevin's going to run the tandem until Ethan is finished merging. called Dad. Said the clutch went out on the tandem.
Do we just run home with that?
No, he's gonna bring us a ratchet. Yeah, so he won't be able to drive that probably, right? What happened was my shear bar somehow moved right when I was going downhill and making a turn. I don't know what happened, but somehow it just moved just enough so it's the knives are hitting the shear bar and you can hear the ticking noise. So I shut it off and we dropped the head, and we're probably gonna just back that shear bar off just a little bit, and so we can keep going. I didn't have any tools with me, so Kevin's got to bring me a ratchet. When I called Kevin, he said that the tandem, which he was driving, the clutch went out on that. So, yeah. Great fun we're having already. It's just after lunch. Just after lunch. We're just getting started. And, yeah, the rain is just west of us. Hopefully we can get this off. There he is.
Is this difficult? Alright.
Finish this field and look, it's raining. We got one more field to do. We're gonna try to get that done. It's super dry though. The hay was just blowing all over because it's so windy out. So a little bit of moisture won't hurt. I don't think it's gonna rain too much. It's probably gonna cloud over us. So Ethan was merging just ahead of us, not too far ahead of us actually, and then he called me and said, you know, it's way too windy here, and when I merge it, the hay just blows. So he decided to go home and grab the hay rake, and he's been using that instead of the merger, which is okay. He has to rake the hay right in front of us, otherwise the whole windrow of hay will just blow. And it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, which would have been helpful because this hay is so dry. So dry. We could have mowed it and harvested it all in the same day, but we didn't have time. So yeah, it's super dry. I'm waiting for Sydney. Kevin's not coming back because it's just too many stop and goes, and when you don't have a clutch, that's not real safe. So it's up to Sydney to finish up with me. So we're just waiting. There he is. He's sitting here, I'm sitting here, and we wait for Sydney to return. Almost finished. The rain has held off. And we got a little bit more to do. And yeah, and we'll be going home. There we go, all finished. Traffic is busy on this road. Alright, so here's the haylage. The final haylage. They haven't finished pushing that up yet because we finished. The kids made supper. Mackenzie and Sanders, they had supper ready. They had grilled some burgers for us, so we all went and ate. So they'll finish. Kevin will push this up here in a little bit. But yeah, this is pretty much grassy haylage, and it'll be good feed, but we got to get that covered after he pushes it up. But for now, we've got calf chores to do. Hey girls, got a couple new ones in here today. Oh, you're one of them, huh? We'll get her in the feeder. I probably 21, 22, and 23 all need in the feeder. Right? Come here.
Oh yeah, 21 though.
21 doesn't right here?